Alright guys, got a new product today, and this is one that you guys helped out with. One of you guys watched my previous video of this other Gedore screwdriver, and if you haven't seen it, please feel free to go back. It's only a couple videos back, and it's worth looking over because it is a very nice and unique type of driver. And we do a little comparison test with some of the others out there. But that being said, one of you guys mentioned that, hey, you like this driver, but wait till you see this one. And so I said, okay, well, let's check it out. And it's part number 810R-4, and it levels up the game. So let's go into it right now. So as mentioned, it's part number 810R-3. It is the bit. I'm going to try to say that in German. Forget it. But what it's going to do is it's got to carry bit drivers. And some of those bits are going to be your flathead. You're going to have your Phillips, and then you're going to have your PZs. And then you're also going to have your hex keys and your Torx. So a little bit of everything, and I like their selection. These are pretty good for some of the smaller tools that you guys will probably work with, or smaller products you'll work on. And so you guys know too, Hazet is a German manufacturer of drivers. So very much similar to Gedore. Now let's go ahead, let's pop this thing open and see what's inside. I like that they use this interesting compression type container. It allows you to select different sizes of your products, and I think it's just a good carry case. You know, you can reuse it. It's got a really good, strong hook up here if you want to put it on a pegboard or hook it to the wall or something. All right, here is the driver itself. Much like the Gedore, it's going to have that little selector switch at the top here that allows you to go back and forth with direction, on, off, and then in the middle is going to be the locking position. And then you have a quick release on the end. So a little bit different than the Gedore. The Gedore has a magnet on the end for holding your bit. So we'll grab a bit here. And so as you place it inside there, the magnet holds it in place. And it's a strong enough bit. It's going to hold it. It's not going to fall off. But you are stuck with the overall length of the shaft. And that could be a good or bad thing, depending on if you need to get it in tight places or not. Where the Gedore becomes advantageous is, yeah, you could go ahead and take your bit and pull up, drop it in. It locks with the collar around that ring right here. So it effectively locks it in place. It is not coming out till you release it by lifting up on the collar. So it stays locked in there. And now you have yourself a nice, you know, it's not stubby, but it's a nice short driver for whatever you need it for. Now go ahead and push that button, release it, and let's say you gotta reach something way far away in a deep crevice. Well, check that out. Now you can put your extension on the end and lock that in place. And now you can use it as a nice long reach driver. And it works just fine. What got me super interested in the Gedore was the fact that it has a quiet and smooth bearing setup. There's no clicking. There is no loss of motion. I mean, maybe like a degree of motion right there before it engages. Not even that. And that's what the Hazet has as well. It has the ability to lock just the same. It feels exactly the same, so you get no wasted movement whatsoever. And then for those of you guys who want to lock out completely, and here's another bit you can put on there. You can actually run sockets on the end or what have you. Anything that fits in a 1/4 inch hex drive, lock on the end and you're set to go. But if you go ahead and lock it in the middle position, then it stays fully locked. And this is the max movement. So there's just a little bit of free space in between, but that's minimal compared to a lot of the others that attempt to do a lockout. Most of them are terrible at it. The only one that does a good job is Annex, and I talk about it in this one's video if you guys want to see that guy. Okay, so that's cool. Got a big chubby handle. This looks like it's a nice, yeah, this is a nice soft TPO handle. Yeah, very grippy for your hands. Has a lot of reliefs in it for you to grip on. But I will say this, if you have small hands, this is going to feel large in your hand, say, compared to this one. So small hands, this might not be your gig. It might not fit as well. This is going to be harder plastics down here. A little thumb relief there on both sides. But, and blue's going to be hard plastics as well. Just this center section is going to be soft. And you get a nice soft spot on top of your hand. And you got a nice through hole here if you want to run a lanyard or if you want to put it on a peg. But what's cool is that press button. Press it and release. And guess what? Now you actually have a very easy, accessible way of getting to all of those small bits. And if you need to change them out, I mean, you could still take some of your other short hex bits and replace them in there if you need to. And it still closes up just fine. Or even micro. Some of you guys like the micro ones too. That'll work as well. But these Hazet ones are actually really nice. They have a little, looks like a heat shrink tubing with an identifier on it. They laser etch the bottom there. But all in all, here's your Phillips number 2. Heard a lot of good things about the bits, quality-wise. There's all your Torx. They're not security. Flathead. Yeah. I mean, what do you guys think? You're looking at it. Nice way of organizing your tools in a slim profile. You still gain a lot of rigidity in the handle. I mean, there is just a little bit of flex there. But as soon as you lock it down into place, I imagine that kind of clicks down inside there. Now you're pressing with the harder... This almost feels like a fiber-infused plastic down there. It feels definitely stronger than the rest. So, yeah, nice, compact, easy to carry. I mean, and some of you guys, maybe you like these older carousels. That's fine. These also work too, a little bit different. Everything's kind of end-loaded in the butt end. You got to get a little bit of access. Makes it quite a bit longer. I mean, but I guess the Hazet kind of does it as well too. But you're able to grab it more towards the front of the tool. Maybe that's an advantage to you for quicker accessibility. Anything's better than these older ones that you know, this whole thing you got to run through to pull apart whatever bit you want and put it back. Or you get the old push-throughs like these ones and push your bits through. Those are some options. But I think Hazet's done something very unique with that design. I think that's really cool. Makes it extremely accessible. And I think it's a great, so far it's been a great driver. I've played with it a little bit, and it's done a good job. Acts very much the same as this. And I'd say if you're in the ballpark for something that is like a clutch, I can imagine this as a clutch setup inside here that has virtually no backdrag whatsoever. And you could remove a screw. Let's do a little run here for you guys, because I know you guys want to see these in action. So let's just find something that, let's see if we could just take it all the way out, even when it loses. Okay, there's very little power there now. Okay, let's see that fall out. Oh, it's so close. Let's try that again. Oh, it's so close. It's like right there. I'll try to ratchet it so we're not cheating here. Alright, we'll try a different one. Let's try this guy. Let's use the ratcheting technique. I don't want to cheat. Yeah, that worked just fine. We're just going to use our fingers here. Again, try not to cheat. Just going to ratchet it. Yeah, came all the way out. That's key for productivity. If you want to not be down there with your fingers holding it, trying to twist it, hold it, and spin it, which this locks into place. So you can actually spin with this too if you like. That's the key. Either one of those is the key to doing it. All these other ones are going to want to ratchet. The closest to doing it without making backdrag is going to be this geared Mega Pro. So far in all my testing. Better than the LTT. I mean, well, they're right on par. They're exactly the same. But money-wise, I mean, this is gonna be tough to beat price-wise. I think it's like in the low 30s, mid 30s, I think, for that one. So pretty close to those. Although this gets you bits drivers, and then this one's gonna be a little bit more. This is gonna be low to mid 40s, but you get all those bit drivers inside there, and you get this nice compact style. And I think they do make a longer version of this too, if you want to go longer for the quick connect. But I think for what you get here, guys, I think this is awesome. I think it's a great driver. Either one of these, I'm glad I got both because they're going to be perfect for their own special situation. But I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you like? What is your go-to for a ratcheting screwdriver, and why? Please leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear all about it. And guys, as always, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon.